If you've ever thought that you can't enjoy a sober life, you've never lived a sober life. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am a recovering alcoholic. I'm still sober, and I'm still enjoying each and every single day. Still having a hell of a good time, too. I've never met somebody who's ever regretted getting clean and sober. I want to offer the warmest and biggest congratulations to both Deb and Joey. They, of course, tied the knot this past Saturday, and there's many of us there. And it was just such a really cool and poignant thing to witness firsthand, especially for me. They asked me to officiate their wedding, and I've never done that before, never married anybody else. But I remember as soon as they reached out and asked me, I saw God gave me discernment. He showed me the big picture and how, their two individual roads of recovery were converging into one, into a two-lane highway, if you will. And so I knew the significance, I knew the importance, and I just want to thank them both for allowing me to be a part of that moment, that particular moment. It's a moment that they'll never forget, and I'm just incredibly humbled and grateful that they allowed me to be a part of that. I shared this at the wedding Saturday about how I've known them for years, for a couple years now at least. And when I first met Deb, I've known Deb longer, but when I first met Deb, I'll say it like this. Deb was in the worst possible place of her life. I think she was in the worst moments of her life when I first met her. The Deb I met is not at all the Deb that you guys might see here on the Recovery Classroom. Not the Deb that many of our friends know. Matter of fact, when I try to describe how Deb used to be to some of our friends, it's hard for them to see that. And I would just laugh. I know what they're saying. I've experienced it myself. They see the Deb now that she is now, and they try to compare and contrast it to the Deb I'm trying to describe of how she was whenever I first met her. I experienced, as I said, the same thing myself. This weekend, I was up at Joey's mom's house, and Joey and I are out driving around. And he's telling me, well, we're driving past the place. He said, well, this happened here, and that happened there. And I did this over here, et cetera, et cetera. And I even saw pictures of Joey whenever he was younger. And so it's just hard for me. It was hard for me to see the Joey sitting beside me in my truck as we're driving around talking to Joey. I've spent so much time with Joey just over the last couple months. And it's hard for me to compare and contrast the person that I know Joey as with the person that he was describing. It's vastly different, but it just goes to that testament. It goes to show you exactly what I said on Saturday at their wedding. This is nothing short of a miracle. Hands down, a miracle. Knowing, we've had a ringside seat. We've had front row tickets, if you will, to watch in their individual recovery pathways, or individual roads to recovery. And as they progress, as they struggle, as they had the good times and the bad times, individually, and we saw them converge into one. And so again, it was just incredible. And there's so many people who come into recovery and they think, yeah, okay, it's going to be boring now. I'm going to be miserable. I'm not going to have fun. I'm not going to find the love of my life. We hear that so much, actually. Et cetera, et cetera. All these things, and that's just not true. We had so much fun. There were so many of us at that wedding. And I know the people that were in recovery, they were completely sober. They weren't high. They weren't drunk. And we had a hell of a good time. There was a picture, an actual wedding photograph that was taken. And if I know Joey and Deb like I think I do, this one photograph is probably going to be in their photo album. But there's a photograph that we even shared here on the Recovery Classroom. Picture of Joey and Deb, special moment. But you see in the background, you see Matt Bell and Christian, Joey's nephew, they're mooning the camera. There was no alcohol involved in making that photograph. They weren't drunk or high or anything like that. That was just who they are. That's just how we all are. We laugh about it. We have fun. Sometimes we get so uptight in our sobriety. We think, well, gosh, we got to be strict and all this stuff. No, we get clean and sober to have fun. We get clean and sober to have that life we've always wanted. And day by day, God is giving us more and more of that life. Joey and Deb are a testament to that very principle. If you think that you're getting clean and sober and that your life is going to be miserable, that your life is over, you're not going to be able to have fun, that's horseshit. Give them a call. Reach out, message them. They will tell you all about their individual recovery story. And I'm just thankful that I got to sit on the sidelines. I got to have that ringside seat. And hell, at one point I even got to run in and participate in their own personal recovery journey, and also mainly in helping them finally form that union, form that bond, and make that commitment to the faith, to their family, to the rest of their lives. It was such a special moment. I just want to say congratulations to both of them. I love you both. And thank you guys for letting me be a part of that, me and my family be a part of that. It meant the absolute world. So with that being said, I'm out of time. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. If there's a topic you'd like to hear discussed, feel free to message us on the Recovery Classroom Facebook page. If you like the video content of these Recovery Classroom monologues, please feel free to like and share on Facebook and all your other social media channels. We'll be talking again soon, guys. Remember, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.